Hey, this is Crystal Lax. On my other video, the sounds went out some kind of way. But as I was picking up, it's just amazing how our family is like the center of all these people gossip, smearing my name. Now, here's the thing as far as being a crackhead. Let me explain it. How can I be a crackhead where I go to the hospital dang near every month or every other month because of my health condition? And that being said, that means that they take all type of lab tests on me, including if there's any kind of substance abuse in my system. These are medical records. So therefore, how can I be a crackhead with medical records showing no kind of substance abuse in my system? I don't even smoke marijuana because I'm against drugs. You understand? I stand against drugs. So how can I be a crackhead? You know what that is? That's racially stereotyping white supremacists. That is racially stereotyping and racially profiling people. That's exactly what that is. And then it's another way how to keep people from listening to me. Why? So that you can just say, oh, she's just a crackhead, or she just crazy, or she just don't know what she's talking about, or she's unstable. It's very interesting how I can go to paralegal study. I took paralegal study. I took psychology at American River College. So therefore, and I got a 4.0. I'm just trying to comprehend all of this words that's being said about me. Unstable. How is that? I sound like I'm speaking in my right mind. So what is your classification as unstable? Because when I see a group of people coming around me and saying their little racist little words and fat ass nigger and all of that, I find you unstable. I find that something is wrong with you mentally. Because if I haven't done nothing to you personally, why would you have an issue with me? Why? Because of the color of my skin? You really got some issue. Because look around you in the real world. There's all various type of people, color of people. What you're going to do, kill every tan person, every brown person, every black person? Or is it just to aim at my family? Because when we look at the world from a bigger perspective, we see all colors of people in it. We see all sizes of people in it. But for some reason, you want to emphasize on our family. If if you look for evil, do you know that you will find it in everyone? Every last one of us got good and evil. Every last one of us got good days and we got bad days. Every last one of us, no matter what color we are, we have our good days and we have our bad days. We have our days where we're feeling great and that positive energy is soaring, and we have those bad days where we are not in the mood today. So if you look for evil, you will find evil in everyone on the planet. And if you look for good, you will also see the good in everyone. So my question is, how can our family, no matter where we move, how come those people or that people, that black family, how come it's always negativity coming off the tip of your tongue in a derogatory way? How come? It's to reflect or to put or to maliciously put an image on us. When you can't control a person, then you have to try to control the image of people, because you lost control on controlling and manipulating or suggestively manipulating the mind with your suggestive words. And that person is thinking for themselves. So if I can't get them to think the way that I want them to think, then I will damage their image. And we see that all the time with celebrities and other people that they get blackballed from jobs and because I can't control them, and if they don't do what I want them to do and all of this. Well, I could have sworn that at the age of 58 that I'm over the age of 18. I could have sworn. And that's consenting age. That means that I also have the ability to choose for myself and decide for myself. Now, at the end of the day, what I don't like is other people interfering in my motherhood and my parenthood. Now, my daughter is not as crazy and stupid and dumb as people been saying about her, and she don't deserve in nobody group home. But I know that your white society, you don't did something behind my back. That's why she's not calling. My daughter, Dominique, they love Dominique. For some reason, they obsessed with Dominique. They love arresting Dominique. They love putting her in mental health hospital. I don't know if they're trafficking her through that, doping her up with drugs and men's coming in and having sex with her, but something is not right. And a mother knows it. You can sit up there and lie to me till the cows come home. But I know my child and I know my daughter. My daughter is not the type to go without a phone for too long. My daughter is not the type that, especially if she remembered the number. They took her phone. They keep taking her phone away from her. They keep robbing her of her birth certificate, her social security card, and her driver's license, her Arizona driver's license. Don't want her to have an identity. Don't want her to have her ID. Don't want her to have a phone. That sounds like sex traffickers or somebody that's doing some hurt towards her and don't want her to make contact with her mother at the end of the day. Don't want me to file complaints on her behalf as a paralegal. Like I said, if I'm so unstable, why did I get nothing but A's and B's and a couple of C's in my paralegal study? And this was the top of the top Los Angeles attorney that taught the class. I mean, you say that I'm unstable, right? That's what you're saying. Or is it too much to believe that I'm actually a smart woman when I really want to learn something and I soak it up? I'm unstable, but yet I know the Bible and I went through ministry training. I don't have to lie to kick it with nobody because I'm not Generation Z that goes around lying on people and making up fairy tale stories. I speak about my real life experience about being gang stalked. As soon as you walk out the door, there's a gang of cars. What I see around me, I can only speak of what I see around me. And the majority is white people following me. Literally, stalking means to follow. Stalking and harassing someone is to annoy someone, to provoke someone, to irritate people until they get upset. And then that's when you want to do your video recording to catch you in the upset mode. But anybody in the rational mind, a rational, reasonable person will want to know and ask the question, what the hell is going on? Anybody following you, what the hell is going on? Which I don't believe is a wise thing to follow anyone in today's society. With all the shootings and malls and stuff, I really think that is foolish. I really think it's reckless, and I really think that it's very careless. So I must ask you the question, are you stable? Are you unstable? Are you in your right mind to be following people in today's time with all the weapons that's out here, and you take this as a game? Do you take it as a game? Because even the most people that you think that won't will do it. And you got people that's coming from different regions of the states, from New York, from bigger cities to smaller city, and you want to play this game with people? Or am I telling you wisdom and you just don't want to hear it from a black woman? I think it's very unwise to sit up there and pick fights with people or try to provoke people in a fight. I really think all of that Karen and Kevin stuff that y'all been doing out there, I think that you really put your own self in a very reckless kind of position. And then you want the police to come to your rescue. Well, if you look at the Supreme Court laws, Supreme Court says that cops has no obligation to rescue you. Especially when you're putting yourself in these predicament, and then as soon as you arouse someone and you get someone upset and they about ready to kick your tail, or they will kick your tail, then all of a sudden you want to dial 911. but you put your own self into that. Now, what if they had a person that was in a very terrible car accident and you're pulling a Karen and you're pulling a Kevin and the person ain't doing nothing to you? So they have to stop from that call, from the emergency call where somebody had a car accident, really bad, terrible accident, and come over to see what Karen and Kevin have lied about. Do you think that there should be a law to pass on that? See, at the end of the day, the same way how you want people to respect your name, I also want the same thing in return. Now, this is what I do with people. I don't get in people's business because the Bible tells us not to get in people's business. The Bible says do not interfere in people's affairs. That includes family affairs. That includes their personal family affairs. Now, do you see me, Crystal L. Lax, do you see me all up in your business? When was the last time that I took a camera and eavesdropping devices and put it all over your apartments or your home? When was the last time that I try to find out about your finance? When was the last time that I make choices and decisions behind your back regarding your children or your child that has schizophrenia or disabilities or mental health issues? Isn't that a family thing? Wouldn't that be something that a family would sit down and rationally try to find out with another person that they invite into the family? What would be the best type of treatment? What would be the best type of angle? Who would be the best type of people that Dominique can have as a outreach or as a resource? Wouldn't you think that that would be the better way to go about things than for you to disrespect me as a mother? That means that this black mother had to sit up there and teach her child with a learning disability how to still function in life, because we don't believe in crippleness. I don't care how small our hands is. I don't care what kind of disability we have. We do not believe in being crippled and being handicapped. As long as we can find a way to still function, we may do things different from other people, but we will get the job done. It may be longer than someone else, because people with learning disability process information a different way. Now, because I know my child, she's not going to understand you if you don't break it down and explain to her in details. And because the majority of people really don't have time for people with learning disabilities and to break down and to explain things so that they can comprehend, of course you're going to misunderstand my child all the time. Of course you're going to make prejudgment about her. But what about you? Do you suffer from any disability or mental health issue, bipolar, or any kind of schizophrenia, or any kind of post-traumatic stress disorder? So do you want people going around judging you? Do you have somebody in your family that got autism, but you're not trying to handicap them? You're not trying to make them feel as if they can't do nothing in life? You're not trying to make them feel that they're incompetent, but you're going to put incompetent on my daughter, trying to say that my daughter, Dominique, is incompetent, unable to take care of herself. No, that's maliciously. Dominique just got released from Lakes Crossing Psychiatric Hospital again. And this is a team of doctors. This is a team of doctors that will not set you free. They will not let you go if they feel that you are incompetent. They took her through intense tests for 4 months and deemed her as competent. So anyone at this time that got her locked up again and trying to keep it away from the family, so you'd rather have the family concerned about her missing than to really tell the family the truth about what happened and what's going on. So you'd rather have us guessing. You'd rather sit up there and watch the family be concerned. I just had a son that was murdered 7 months ago, Antoine Jermaine Lax, by a white man shooting him cold-blooded in the back, execution style, going into his hotel room. So you mean to tell me now a mother that is still in the grieving process, 7 months don't give you enough time to grieve over a loss of a child. So you mean to tell me within 7 months, now I have to sit up here because you don't did something to his sister, to my youngest daughter. It seems like it's maliciously being done. Malicious intent to inflict. Now, this is with my unstable crackheaded self. This is the law. This is malicious intentions to inflict injury on a so-called person that you say that you're concerned about. Well, if you're concerned about, you wouldn't constantly be putting Dominique, that suffer with schizophrenia, but good on her medication. You wouldn't be constantly putting a person through traumatizing events over and over, as her doctor says, this is how she got it. Constantly traumatizing, constantly cops arresting her, throwing her to the grounds and things like that. Harassing her, messing with her, trying to mess her life up in her 20s. Now, 8 years, close to 10 years of her life has been stolen from white supremacists' malicious intention to inflict injury, not only on Dominique, but to affect the whole family. The malicious intention to cause ongoing pain, ongoing suffering, ongoing struggling. Malicious intent. Because I think that it will hurt your heart. When my kids was in the foster care system, when I was in the foster care system, it made us look unstable. And then when we kept going through homelessness, it kept us unstable. So I think that it will hurt their feeling to know that we are stable. It hurts them when they see that we're doing good. It hurts them when they see that the doctors, again, got Dominique in her right mind, got Dominique okay. Are you doing some kind of illegal microchipping her or something? That's another question. This in today's society, how evil and wicked people are getting, I don't put nothing past people now. I really don't. I really don't. They're microchipping prisoners and other people, and they figure that the mental health people, ain't nobody going to care about them, or the homeless people, and so those become the target lab rats. I must raise the question, what is going on? Did you dispose of her body? Is her body decomposing somewhere? I want to know the truth, because there's too many answers. There's too many questions. How can she go from Henderson jail? 1 minute they told me that there was no record showing that she was released on April the 15th. Till now, all of a sudden, nobody know where she is. Nobody. She's not calling us at all. They took her phone from her. She doesn't have her phone. The phone is not on. She normally would go to a hotel or casino, ask if I could use your phone. The cops harassed her so much that she's afraid to even trust them. This is a schizophrenia, somebody with mental health problem. And society just want to get her on camera and see her eat out of a trash can, like she doesn't have a family to take care of her, that she doesn't have a family waiting for her in Ohio. Is that what you want to do? You mean to tell me you need money that bad that you will sit up there and let somebody suffer so that you can get entertained off of it? Do you get off by it? Is it some kind of sex fetish, some kind of sex deviation to see somebody struggle, to see somebody go through, or to see my daughter eating out of a trash can and try to act like she ain't got no family around? You're a damn lie. You're a white lie. Dominique Sandra Marie Lack's family have been looking for her, have been waiting for her to come to Mansfield, Ohio, and they took her ID away from her. She was waiting before they arrested her on March the 9th. She was waiting for her ID to come in the mail again. Every time when that ID is on the way, or she finally gets it, somehow she gets arrested, like they're using the cops in order to steal from her, in order to keep her and deprive her from her ID, her property, and everything. Tell the truth and shame the damn devil. I'm tired of everybody listening to everybody else, but I am the woman that they're talking about. And this is my family that everybody is gossiping about. So therefore, by me being the woman of the household, I do have a say-so. Now, what I don't like is for another woman to overcross her boundaries and for you to undo something that I raised my child up to be able to function in life and not to be handicapped. It doesn't matter about her hands. This girl have been washing dishes, doing everything, driving and everything, functioning. So how come these women outside of me, sitting up there maliciously lying on my daughter and saying that she's incompetent? No, I think that you're just a group of jealous women. You see how my daughter looks. They see how she looks put together, and they're just jealous. Jealous and envy got the best of you. Tell the truth and shame the devil. And there's something about jealousy and envy. They will go to far extent, even to the extent of murder, in order to get rid of the person. Because my daughter is a friendly person like all of our family. But if you push us, we will fight back. We are not no type of run over family. If you push one too many times, but that got to take a while because I have good patience with people and I mind my own business and I don't care about nobody else's business. This is coming from Miss Lack's mouth, the horse's mouth itself. How the hell that you gonna do so much gossiping about me and your ass never sat down and never had a cup of coffee with me? How the hell you gonna know more about me than me my own damn self? That's what I like to know. Now I know that you don't want nobody else to hear what Miss Lack said, because that's gonna mess up your narrative of things. That's going to mess up your game. And you don't want to look embarrassed in front of the public after all the garbage that you don't said, after all the lies that you don't put on me. And you just don't want to look embarrassed. But if I had to swallow all of your lies being put on me, then chump that shit up and take that shit like a man and like a woman. Because I had to take it. I had to take a whole crowd of people coming against me because of your damn lies. So chump that shit up and put on your big boys and your big woman panties and handle that shit. I had to, as one woman with a whole gang of people sitting up there and coming after me because of your lies. Chump it up. Hold your head up. Stick your chest out and take that shit like I had to take it. You dish it out. You could dish it out, but you can't take that shit right back on you. You can sit up there and talk shit about my family every day. How can a family be evil 24 hours, 7 goddamn days a week? Damn, that makes me, I'm more evil than the devil himself then. How is that possible? There's nothing good about the family. There's nothing good on the tip of your tongue that you could say good about the family. And then the people that believe lies, it's like you have to be about drama. You're the type of people that eat up gossip, whether it's true or not true gossip. You just want to hear gossip, and then you just want to be able to have some kind of people to talk to and tear down people's name. See, I'm not like you. I don't tear down people. I build up people. I try to encourage. I uplift. That's where the ministry part of me come in. I got so many different skills and experience up under my belt that when it's time to be a ministry, I'm a minister. When it's time to do my phone acting, I'm a phone actor. When it's time to do my damn clerical, I'm a clerical. When it's time for me to be the paralegal, I'm the paralegal. But when it's time for me to be the mom, I'm always that. And that nobody can change that position. Nobody can overstep that position. This is a position that God put me in. This is a ministry all by itself. And my job is that if you have one missing from the flock, the job is to find out where your daughter is. If don't nobody like it, that's their damn problem. Because I'm quite sure that they will be doing the same thing for their child. You just don't like the fact is that you can't control me. I am 58 years old. I am a grown woman. At the end of the day, you're looking for somebody to dictate to, like I'm a slave on a plantation. No, I'm just as equal as you are. I just got a different skin color and a different body size. But as far as a human being, I am a human being, and so is my daughter. And some of you, at the end of the day, while you're sitting up here trying to play mommy and daddy about my child, you need to correct some of your children that's being out here disrespected. You need disrespecting of other people and older people and calling people out of their name and calling them bitches and all of this. You need to be checking yours. Even if they are grown adults, don't they have respect for you as mom and dad? So then you should be able to say that maybe the way how you're talking to people is the reason why people is becoming upset with you, because you're calling them out of their name and you're being disrespectful and you're invading their privacy. Maybe you need to correct that. Do you know that some of the moms and dad go along with all videotaping people, even if their child is in the wrong, of videotaping people illegally without their consent? That's what I consider as illegally, especially when you look up the law that no one is supposed to be recording you without your consent inside of your unit where you reside at. No one. There should be no cameras without your knowledge of it and without your consent. This is legally. Ask the DA, ask anybody else that you want to ask. If law enforcement, if the police won't tell you, even when they're violating rights, that's a Fourth Amendment right violation. That's a Fourth Amendment right. That's like somebody searching, using the camera to search inside of your home and seizing your apartment. Got you in the apartment under siege. Yes, it is. That's a Fourth Amendment rights violation. And then that's a Constitution. That's a 14th Amendment rights. You wonder why I know how to do federal district court lawsuits, complaint. That's a 14th Amendment right. Equal. I'm not getting no equal rights protection from the law. For one thing, me and my family. And then we have a right. We have a right to life. That means that we have a right to live our life without it being interfered by white supremacist people that's in certain position, and they're abusing their power and they're abusing their position and their authority, and they're taking advantage of it, and they're sitting up there marking on paper, legal document paper, illegal and derogatory things about Dominique and about myself and about my family members. That right there, that's perjury on legal document. That's falsifying documentations. Falsifying documentation to get Dominique locked up. They've been pressing for group home or if we want to go for trafficking, we don't had security guards coming up to Dominique, handing her a card to work in a Nevada brothel house, a whorehouse. I said, Dominique, where you get that from? Some security guard gave me this. And I said, Dominique, if it's such a safe place, why do they need security? All these men trying to get women and young girls all wrapped up in the sex game. It's something. It's what bothers me is when it's being forced. You can't do nothing about a woman that volunteer desire to do it. But when it's being manipulated and forced by men that are not, by men and women, that's a different story. Because now a person is being forced into sex work. Now a person is being forced into sex trafficking. She's being forced into it. It's not something that she just went out and just decided to do on her own. This is what I want to do as a woman. That will be her free will choice. But when it's being manipulated and forced, and then covered up and hidden from me. Don't talk to me about the game, because I know the game. They sex traffic homeless women. Cops does, and you'd be surprised who they will hook her up with. Some of these men in high position also sit up there and they want to be a part of that particular homeless woman that they're purposely keeping money away, purposely keeping her away from stable housing, purposely keeping her away from her family so that they can argue that she has no family. She has no family at all, to try to make Dominique appear as if she has no family at all in this whole big ass world. Well, why is her mama sitting up here making this announcement on the video? Why is her mama making missing person report? Why is her mom sitting up there calling everybody up under the sun regarding her missing if she has no family? A liar will always be a liar. And Jesus said that you are like your father. He told the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the Sanhedrin, the religious hypocrite. He said, you are like your father. Satan, the devil, is the father of all lies. Anybody that tells a lie, that means that you the devil children. Because if you ain't doing nothing wrong, peep this out, and this is game from the street. If a person is not doing nothing wrong with you, they don't have to, and nothing wrong to your family member, they never have to watch you. They don't have to watch you 24 hours, because they're not doing nothing wrong with it. They're not doing nothing wrong. They ain't got nothing to worry about. But people that's doing wrong and doing dirt behind your back, that's why they got to watch you, to try to stay 10 steps ahead of you, or try to sabotage whatever goal or whatever mission that you plan on doing. That's why they try to learn all the data and all the information so that they can get that information about you. Man, I wasn't born yesterday. I know that some of you wish that my head would turn off and on like a light bulb, but no, no, it doesn't. I was raised. I would probably think I'll let you think that I'm dumb, so that I can learn you, so I can watch you, so I can observe you, and see how far that you'll go with that dumb theory that you have of me. But I don't think that a person that's dumb and slow and crazy and with a wild imagination, no, I don't think I have a wild imagination. I think I'm on point. Something wrong is going on behind my back. Don't nobody get arrested every damn year since 2019. Nobody gets arrested like that. Since 2019, what the hell is going on? And who else want to know the answer to those questions? What the hell is going on with this particular black girl? Peace out.